Well, hello, pastor, community leader, or ministry leader. You might have heard about Ablaze, Encounter the Presence of God, and thought, what is this about? Well, let me just briefly share with you how it came about and what it really is. God has spoke to my heart. My whole ministry career, I have been an evangelist ordained with the Assemblies of God. My ministry, Living in the Light Ministries, has been community focused and interdenominationally focused. So Ablaze, Encounter the Presence of God, is all about doing outreach evangelistically, interdenominationally outdoors. And our goal is to come together as a body of believers to provide hope for those that are hurting, those that are lost, and those that need Jesus, which is everybody, right? Because Jesus is the only answer. And as things get darker and things are happening in our communities, there are people who are desperate and need help. And you and I have the answer that they need, and his name is Jesus. The services really are about us coming together as our roles that we play, whether it's in the church, the community, or a ministry, or myself as an evangelist. We are all a part of one body. And as we come together, we can provide hope and healing to the hurting. And so how do we do this? We are going to county seats in 6 counties right now in 2024 so that we can do an outdoor service that begins with a welcoming prayer, some worship songs, a testimony, a preaching of the word, and an altar time so that we can pray for people who want to accept Jesus. And it is my heart that we do all this with host churches. Host churches are local churches that are in the community. Because if people can come and find Jesus, we need to connect them immediately to somebody in the community. And that's where my heart is, to have local pastors at the altar. So when somebody comes up and says, I need Jesus, they are automatically connected with the church. And we would want local churches doing the worship also at the time. We'll also have a separate prayer tent where people can go and receive more prayer. Host churches and my ministry coming together, partnering together, and local ministries and community officials. Friends, we need to help people encounter Jesus. 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, if my people who are called by my name, that is you and I. And if you and I as the body of believers are not uniting, coming together, then who is bringing people to Jesus? Because the rest of that verse says, if you humble yourselves, that's what we need to do when we come together. We need to focus on what unites us and not what divides us. And if you pray, Ablaze is completely supported by prayer. We have intercessor lead prayer people in each county. We have a lead intercessor for Ablaze. Everything we do is undergirded in prayer. We've even prayed for locations, dates, times. We have undergirded the whole thing, seeking the face of God for his will and not our own. And the last thing that 2 Chronicles 7:14 says, if we turn from sin, if we can help people recognize their need for a Savior. And then it says, if my people, then will I hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal their land. We need the healing that the Father wants to pour out. We need a mighty move of God. We need a revival. And I'm a revivalist at heart. And so that is a little bit about what Ablaze, Encounter the Presence of God, is all about. If you want to know more about host churches, there is an information sheet there. And we all can also on there is an explanation of how we're going to get the word out and resources that we are giving the churches so that they can hand out to their congregants, but also how we can get the word out in the community. And as always, if you have any questions or want more information, you can reach out to me personally at Christy@ablaze.global. Or you can reach out to the coordinator of Ablaze at info@ablaze.global. Well, I hope to see you at one of the Ablaze services.